Hey there, YouTube. This is Vargas XX78 with a quick collection pickup video. So let's get started. Picked up some games on the SNES. I picked up King of the Dragons. It's a Capcom game, so it's guaranteed goodness. This one I can compare it to Gauntlet. You can select a warrior, a mage, an archer, and a paladin. And you go around, it's a typical beat 'em up. You go around killing goblins and trolls and lizard men with the typical end boss at the end of the level. And as you progress, you get experience points and you get better weapons, better shielding. You learn more magic attacks because this you can use magic attacks, which is cool. Definitely fun if you can get another person to play with you. Single player so-so. But with another player, it's really fun. Then, I think I've mentioned this before, I'm a huge Simpsons fan. Anything that has a Simpsons face in it, I pick it up. Especially video games. I've been trying to track down Virtual Bart and Bart's Nightmare on the Super Nintendo. And I was lucky enough to come across Bart's Nightmare. Anything Simpsons related carries a hefty price. So I was really glad to find this one cheap. And basically this game just takes place as Bart is doing his homework and he falls asleep. So he has to go around into his dreams to collect pages for his homework. And depending on how many pages you collect at the end of the level, at the end of the game, when you wake up, is how you're going to be graded. It has interesting dream sequence. You play as Godzilla, as Bartman, and as Indiana Jones. It's an interesting concept, but I think the downfall with the Simpsons games is basically the play control. They do not play well. The 3 games that came out on the NES have the same problem, and the 2 on the SNES. It's not as bad as the NES versions, but it's still pretty bad. But you know, like I said, if you're a Simpsons collector, you cannot not have these games. They're a must-have. And I got Marvel Superheroes and War of the Gems, another Capcom game. The only point of reference I can give for this game is if you played X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. It plays exactly the same way. The only difference is I think by then Capcom had lost the rights to the X-Men. So they made this game with the Marvel superheroes. You can choose Wolverine, you can choose Iron Man, Captain America, the Hulk, and Spider-Man. And you go around all these levels. It's exactly like Mutant Apocalypse. You choose one character and then you can go through all the levels to collect the Infinity Gems so you can beat Thanos at the end. It's really cool, but I've found it a lot harder than I remembered it. I remember renting this game. Like I said, when I was a kid, I didn't buy my games, I rented them. So now as an adult, I'm trying to track them all down, and it's a lot harder than I remember, but it's still pretty cool. Then I got Mickey Mania. This is something you will never see anymore. It's a Sony game on a Nintendo platform. This is something that only happened on the Super Nintendo. Basically, the story for this one is that Pluto gets abducted, and Mickey Mouse has to go rescue him, but he does so reliving all of his own history. The graphics are awesome in this game. I mean, seeing modern Mickey go through Steamboat Willie's level is pretty cool, and it's a really cool game. Then, like anyone else in the world, right now I have World Cup fever, so I decided to get a game that helps me vent that while there's no actual games on TV. So I decided to get FIFA 2008 Soccer. It was really cheap at a Blockbuster, so I decided that this would get rid of my fixing for soccer football. And it's really cool. You can create your own character, edit your own team. It has a very steep learning curve, actually. It's not. I mean, if you're a football fan, I would definitely suggest the Winning 11 or the Pro Evolution Soccer series. The play control on that is actually way better. But FIFA has the official teams and official players, which Pro Evolution Soccer does not. So that's why I decided to get a FIFA game, because it has all the teams and all the original players that, and if not, you can create them on the edit player mode. But this will satisfy my World Cup fever for a while. Then I got for the Wii the Godfather Black Hand Edition. This game, I've been debating whether or not to get it for the PlayStation 3 or the Wii. For the PlayStation 3, the big advantage is the graphics. It has better graphics, but I still feel the Wii has a better play control. So I saw this one cheap, and I just also had the same Blockbuster, so I decided to get it. And it's really fun. You can edit your own character, and you go around doing missions for the Godfather. Like I said, the Wii doesn't have a lot of sandbox games, but like I mentioned on my Wii collection video, basically your only choice is either this, Scarface, or Bully. And all three games are cool. I'm still trying to track down Bully for the Wii. Then, one of those things you only come across once, I found another Virtual Boy game. This is my 7th Virtual Boy game, so I officially have half of the library for the Virtual Boy. This is Galactic Pinball. As the name implies, it's just pinball on the Virtual Boy. The 3D effects aren't used as deeply as with other games, but like I said, coming across Virtual Boy games is really hard, so I jumped at the opportunity to get it, so really happy with that. And my last game is for the NES. It's Gumshoe. It's a light gun game. You go around shooting bad guys, then you can alternate between shooting balloons and stuff. It's a really neat game. Okay, so then some video game related stuff. I found this little guy. This is King DDD from the Kirby series. I've seen a lot of Kirby toys, but never a toy from the supporting cast. I'm guessing this is based on the Right Back At You cartoon that came out. So I don't know if it's a Burger King toy or what, but if anyone knows, let me know. I just really like the detail. Like I said, I've never seen a Kirby character portrayed in toy form, so it's nice to have King DDD there. And the detail on the guy is incredible. I mean, it's a small toy, but look at it, it's well painted and everything. I'm really glad I found him. And the last thing is I found this Homer Simpson dashboard toy. After the massiveness that was the last Homer toy I found, that 5-foot dancing Homer, this one pales in comparison, but you know, it's a Simpson. Anything Simpson I have to collect, so. And this one also has his own Homerisms. Let's see what he says.
Feeling stupid? I know I am. I'll never wiggle my spare butt in public again. Oh, I get it. I get you. Oh, this is the greatest day of my life.
And yeah. The neat thing about this guy is that you can put him on your dashboard, and you switch the option here to sensor, and depending on how your car moves, Homer reacts. So that's an added bonus right there. And it's a neat little collectible. Okay, so that's pretty much it for my pickups, and I'll probably postpone any collection pickup videos for the next 2 months. The reason for that is because Comic-Con is coming. Comic-Con is huge for me. So right now I have to save my money for that and pay as much of the credit cards as I can. And then the month after Comic-Con is basically just going to be to pay credit card debt. I really get carried away with Comic-Con, with all the back issue comic books I buy and all the exclusives. If anything, I'll probably do a collection pickup video based on the stuff I got at Comic-Con, but as far as video games go, I don't think I'll be picking up anything, at least, like I said, for the next 2 months, possibly 3, depending on what I see at Comic-Con. But, yeah, If you guys get a chance, I know the tickets are sold out, but you could probably find them on eBay. But definitely, if you have the chance, go to Comic Con. It's an incredible event. It has comic books, which is huge for me. They have video games now, movies, all sorts of collectibles. It's just awesome. And I'll probably make a few videos at Comic Con. So for now, this is Vargas XX78 signing off.